Hello, 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 hello. Let's get onto the right screen. There we go. So today we are beginning a brand new series. We are going to be, well, I am going to be reacting to a, a variety of Beethoven pieces. All of them to be exact. And this is a very ambitious goal I have set for myself. I have planned on going through all all of the Beethoven opus numbers. We're going to see how long this lasts. Stick around for the joyride. Um, the thing is I already know pretty much a good chunk of his music, and I reckon I can probably rack up all the opus numbers and give you my reactions because the man is kind of an important figure in musical history, and it just makes sense to to kind of run with it more or less. So, today we're gonna start from the very beginning, and we're gonna go up chronologically. Just a fourth. One thing I don't want to do is I don't want to run through every single one, or at least the ones I already know. So, for example, I already know most of the string quartets, not all of them, but most of them. I know all of the piano sonatas, so we're not going to be doing those. We're going to skip the symphonies because I already know the symphonies, and then several of the concerti. I already know all of the piano concerti. So this is going to be kind of a me thing. So it's a little bit of a selfish video, but I want to know more about this man's music and all of his publications. So we're going to start right at the very beginning, and I might pause this along the way, and well, we'll see how we'll see how this goes. So without further ado, here is Beethoven's Piano Trio Number 1 in E flat major, the very first piece he published in 1795. He's 25 years old at the time. So let's just jump into it. I'm getting very Mozartian vibes. Mm-hmm. There's a transition material, it sounds like. Okay, there's our perfect authentic cadence right there. And this feels, I could be wrong, but this feels like closing material. We'll see what happens. Maybe, no, this is closing material. Okay. Yeah. Huh. And it repeats again. So already, like from the beginning, I'm just gonna talk over this a little bit. Um, so I'm just gonna turn this down. So I'm already hearing quite a lot of his like huge contrast in dynamics already. Right, he's got this sudden uh, like these forte pianos and sforzandos everywhere, and fortes that just stick out. And this isn't really per se anything new. Like we've heard Mozart's and Haydn, and this is very typical in the classical era. But just Beethoven's a lot more ferocious and aggressive with it. He's almost using it for an effect, but it never feels cheap. Like it's never like an effect. You know, it's not just there just to be there. Dun, dun, there's a half cadence. I love this little melody that he pulls up here. That's kind of nice. In the piano right here. And these turns, it's interesting. Like these little pretty ornamentations. Um, that's very classically and very. I don't know. I just associate those with like the with Mozart and Haydn more than Beethoven. Beethoven uses them, of course, and even other composers later after him. But they just become less and less relevant, or they become written out because the composers want to be very exact and precise. Like that little delay. Duh, there's our cadence. And this is just an elongation of the dominant. It looks like. Yeah, or B flat. Okay. The development section. Let's see what he does. Going to C minor. Up, 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 up. Same motive that we had from the beginning. Okay, unisons. Oh, it's over in 4. Going to the minor. That's very nice. D flat. Oh, I love that minor. That shift to minor was great. I love that. That was fantastic. Yeah, you can just you see what he's doing. I've never heard the piece before. I'm just trying to enjoy it. Ah, we're back. Okay, recapitulation. I believe I don't remember the first violin was accompanying this time, so yeah, stopping on a half cadence, that kind of stopping on the dominant. That's very classical. You hear that a lot. Mm. That's such a I don't know. That's just such a Mozart figuration with that one single line. Like you could easily mistake this for I think a Mozart piece, um, like a Mozart trio or something. I mean, it's the same quality, if not better. But the I don't know. It's just a little bit more dense. It's a little more densely written, like with these full chords and stuff, like what's coming up right here. Yeah, no. So we're on the tonic right here. That's the idea behind a recapitulation. You want to stay in the same key. Ooh, nice little imitative. That was a nice little call and response. That's cool. Okay. I believe this is the coda. Sounds like it. Very good. Very good. Yeah, wonderful piece of music. Before we go on, a couple thoughts on there. It's already incredible that 25 years old, he can already produce something of such of high caliber and quality right here. Yeah, I mean, the guy was good. What can I say? He was good at writing music. Um, and it started out from even the earliest age. He was, I mean, very impressive. He already had a mastery of the form very clearly. So, and his codas, if I heard the coda correctly, again, it's something that you have to listen to multiple times. But I believe if that was the coda, it was a pretty lengthy coda. Most classical codas of this time were rather short because it was just, I mean, the way you can think of a coda is just a nice little like final sentence to end off like a speech. It's not supposed to be another, tangent rambling on about something that you said before. But Beethoven didn't get the memo, um, and he usually does that in his music. So fantastic. Well, let's listen to the second movement. The second movement's almost always going to be a slow movement. In this era, and it looks like it is, and Adagio cantabile, so slowly and singingly in A flat major. That is totally fine to do if you're in the key of E flat. A flat is the subdominant. That looks fine. Uh, cool. Well, let's take a listen to this and see what this does. It already reminds me of the E flat sonata, Opus 27, number 1. I think I have someone asking the orchestration. This is a piano trio. So this is violin, cello, and piano. It's nice to finally have the violin coming through. Ah, great. Now the cello has a line. Fantastic. Oh, lovely. This is good. Yeah, you have this little like conversation between the two instruments. That's great. And the piano's just sitting there, just accompanying. That's just being unobtrusive. That's fantastic writing. Like every part is working together. They're never competing. Mm, nice C flat there. Now we're back. Here's the main theme again. So your use of syncopation like that is so nice because it gives a lot of rhythmic variety and it just kind of helps propel the music along. It's very inventive, I think. Ah, we're going to minor. Now A flat minor. That's is that seven flats? That's seven flats. So we're gonna see a lot of flats. Mm-hmm. This is very lovely. Deceptive cadence. Mm. Didn't expect to land on C major. Hmm. Okay, so I'm just anticipating what is he gonna do next. Okay, he's in C major. This is all just C major. What is he doing next? Where's he gonna go? How's he gonna get back to A flat major? So he has to modulate back to C major or A flat major. What is he gonna do? Oh, you're kidding me. That's it? Wow. That's okay. You don't understand. Okay, so the guy was in C major. Okay, that was incredible. Okay, that's okay. So yeah. Now, how do you get to here? That is amazing. It doesn't sound incredible, but like he just noodles his way. Okay. And there's your dominant seventh chord, and son of a bitch, he just gets back to, oh, you cheeky bastard, you little. Oh wow, that's it. Like part of me is amazed and part of me is a little disappointed because I know he can. I know he just sends one measure and he's back into A flat major. I think that's just incredible how it just is so smooth. Yeah, and he's just back into A flat major. Yeah. Well, it's a like nice little figuration of triplets. Gives a little bit of rhythmic variety, a little playfulness. And then that little figuration that he modulates, use it. He just brings that back, and nothing is wasted here. You can tell, it's all recycled. Okay, E flat. He's on the dominant, and then he's back. Okay, yep. I wish the cello had more of a role here, though. The cello is just really acting as a bass, like a basso continuo almost, just kind of doubling the left hand of the piano quite a lot. I'm noticing. Uh, yeah, and the violin is kind of just acting as a right hand part, or a piano right hand part, which is it's just fine. It's just well, I just know I'm just so spoiled on later Beethoven being a little more inventive. Ooh, I love that. That little chromatic descending line right here. And finally, the cello comes back. Oh, that's funny. He got too lazy. He couldn't figure out how to couldn't figure out how to write that out properly. So he just wrote it as a grace note. That's one way of doing it. Chunk. Yeah, very nice. Um, a little bit boring, but yeah. Eh, I'm just I don't know. Just for me, like just the early movements of the early slow movements of Beethoven are just so boring. But this one was okay. This one was okay. I mean, it's not like he does. It's not like they're bad pieces of music. They're just lackluster. There's certain ones I definitely gravitate towards more than others, but you know, it's just you know. All right, let's keep going. Third movement. Is it a minuet? Oh, it's a scherzo. Oh, it's a scherzo. Okay, so Beethoven from day one started writing scherzos instead of minuets. He started replacing them with scherzi. And he's going to do this for pretty much the rest of his life. There's going to be times when he writes like a minuet, so like in his Opus 2, sonatas. Anyway, let's listen to this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Dun dun dun. You have that rhythmic drive. Dun or one to the dun dun. You're already starting to see some like early figurations. Let me pause it here. Like some early figurations I uses in later pieces, like this little left hand part. That's in the piano part right here. I've seen this in several of his, like for example, his that piece where he goes. So he has that same little figuration. It's just little things that Beethoven just well, all composers will have like their own little figurations that they like to use there all the time. Like another one of Beethoven's is this little, which you can find in that piece. So, yeah. Is that the fate motive? Is that the fate motive? Not the earliest use of the fate motive? I don't know. Love that little chromatically just walking down that. Da 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 da. It's nice. It's nice. Sorry, the music's going too fast. I can't speak on everything. Okay, trio. Here we go. Nice little contrast. Nice legato and smooth. Huh. I'm sorry. I just want to read that instruction. I've never seen that instruction before. Scherzo DC. So scherzo da campo senza repetizione or whatever. However you pronounce that. Scherzo. I know what it means. Scherzo da capo. Go to the top without repetition. E poi la coda and play till the coda. Oh, I think my Italian is correct. I don't remember. And then without repetition, and then go to the coda. If that's my translation, I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Usually it just says DC, but it's fine. Da capo. It's kind of taken for granted that because it's not a minuet, maybe that's why. It's a scherzo, so it's a new musical form. Maybe that's why. Huh. Learn something new every day. So here he's not going to take the repeat. Yeah. Just like a normal minuet. You don't repeat because we've already heard it twice already, so we don't need to hear it 4 times in a row. We just need to hear it maybe 3 times. So it kind of bookends the piece. Gives a bagpipe feel with those lows. That. Down jump to the tree. The coda, yes. Okay. Oh, cute. All right. Um. Hey, thoughts on that one? That was fun. That was fun. Again, nothing stood out to me too much in terms of like. Well, maybe I'm just not hearing it, and maybe I need to hear it more carefully. I need to do it, do more listenings. But it's good written. It is a very well written piece. It had lots of energy. It had lots of nice little moments in there. Um, I'm okay. I'm a sucker for his last movements though. Presto. I already see the word presto. I know this is gonna be fun. All right, let's listen. Let's see. Is this gonna be a rondo? Part of me thinks it's gonna be a rondo. That's a Mozart run for sure. That's so Mozart. That's not. That's definitely Beethoven. Oh, I love that theme. That's so appealing, isn't it? All right, what's he doing here? Oh, he's having some fun. You can tell that he wrote these for himself to play, couldn't you? Like, what has the most virtuosic part? The violin, the cello, or the piano? I don't think it takes a genius to figure out what it is. I love this part where it goes into triplets. That's this nice rhythmic contrast between the doublets, the 16. It's like a palate cleanser. This is such a weird section right here. This little, yeah, all of this right here. This chromatically descending passage. Okay, so this looks like it's in sonata form. Yeah, because here's development section. Okay, I love how he's going to minor. That's nice. A little bit dark. That was awesome. I love that. That was a nice stormy little moment. And the violin part looks like it had a lot of fun as well. Big contrast though when you're going into all these like these 4 measure phrases. Nice legato. He's gonna end on a cadence right here. Probably half cadence. Yep, half cadence. Here we are. on the dominant, and then the theme's gonna come back. Yeah, theme's coming back. Yeah, a little that little arpeggio. This little motive right here. Beethoven uses that all the time, all the time. Wish he'd. Yeah, I wish he'd do something with that theme a little bit more. You could totally write a whole like first movement concerto off of that. Yeah, he's a little more subtle, and I can see what he's doing here. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that. He's gonna come back down. Yeah, that's fun. This is must be the coda. Oh, what's he doing now? Well, I'm guessing we're in the coda. I don't know for sure. Oh, what is he doing? What is happening? I mean, I can easily follow it. It's just trying to figure out where we are in the piece. I don't want to cheat. Hmm. So bright and fun, isn't it? Okay, we're at the end. Dun 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 bum bum. Nice. Oh man, knocked it out of the park with that one. Listen, that was a good piece. That was a really good piece. Um, yeah, I mean, hearing this for the first time, I'd say the kid has chops. He's got good composing chops. No, um, yeah, that's a great piece of music for a 25-year-old. Just a little whippersnapper. Pretty good piece for a guy who's gonna end up writing avant-garde pieces like the Hammerclever, the Grosse Fuga, the Ninth Symphony, and all the string quartets, the late string quartets, and how avant-garde they are, even compared to modern standards. Hey, this is a good piece of music, though. Don't you guys agree? I think you guys. I don't know. This is cool. Um, are you reacting to this piece? Yes, I am, because I haven't heard of what I'm doing is I'm going through all of the opus numbers, and I'm trying to do this for I'm trying to discover more of Beethoven's music. I want to know like all of his those small pieces that we don't really listen to too much. So that's kind of something that I think is interesting. Now, if you give me just a moment, what we're gonna do is let me get everything over here. You can see my face, right? Yeah, it's just me. Cool. So that was Opus 1, number 1. Now, he wrote 3 of these. Let me see if I can find number 2, and hopefully you can have the sheet music up here. Looks like we do. Perfect. Now, this is... Now, I remember there's a story where Haydn, the Haydn, He's Beethoven was taking lessons with Joseph Haydn, and Haydn said something really nasty about the third one. He said not to publish it. I even have like a book by Ferdinand Ries that accounts this. So anyway, so let's move on to number two. Here we go. Here we go. Nope, wrong one. Always forgets this one. All right, here we go. All right, this one's in G major. Let's give this a shot. I'm going into this blind, so I'm listening to this for the first time. I've never heard this. I'll give you my thoughts along the way. Here we go. Let me know if the volume's too loud or too soft. Okay, so it begins. I already know from the beginning. All right, so this begins with an introduction. So I know for a fact that all sonatas are going to begin with the sonata form, and you can either jump right into the exposition, or you can do what Beethoven does here, and he has a slow introduction. And this comes from the French Overture. I'm looking at it, the music already. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, I just mentioned this. Remember that little? It looks like he's doing. This is so cool. Anyway, let's just listen. All right. All right. Is there no audio? Is there no audio playing? Maybe if I need to turn it up. Is there really no audio? Can you guys not hear me? No audio. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. No audio. Huh. Let me try this. Do you guys hear it now? Is this better? Huh. Hope that works. Still no hearing music? Still not hearing any of the music? Ugh. It's a little bit better. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't turn up there. Okay. I'll have to go back. I haven't done a live stream in such a long time, so I tried testing this out a little bit earlier. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to maybe on the next concurrent. Anyway, let's listen to the music. Anyway, this was the introduction. Very French overture like with these dotted rhythms. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. So he's setting us up, and now he's going to jump into the main allegro. He's being a good boy. That's what you're supposed to do. Let's hear what our main theme sounds like. Oh. Da-da-da-da-da-dum, dum, bum. Quite edgy, I'd say. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. One thing I just want to pause it here. What he did was so interesting, and I think this is something that we can really take away. And this is something that Beethoven and also other composers do a lot as well. And so if you back it up a little bit, he was in duplets right before, so he's in daga 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 one e and the daga 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 da, and then he shifts over. I love it when composers do this. He shifts over daga 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 da da. He shifts over to triplets, and that's just fantastic. I think that's a really nice shift, a palate cleanser, so to speak. It just kind of helps. It lets you know that you're in a new section or something's different. So it's a beautiful contrast, I think. So let's pick up where we left off, somewhere around here. Bum bum. Isn't it cute? That's so fun. It's so funny. Uh huh. He's gonna slap us. Uh, yeah. Fantastic. I love it. Where does that motive come from? That motive, that run right there, that comes from the sonata, the B flat major sonata, the early one, Opus 22, doesn't it? Doesn't it? You know, how does it go? Da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum yabba dabba 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 dum. Aha! I see what he's doing. That's fun. It's neat. I can't words. This is such a cute piece. He's just noodling. I just love it's the chromatic. The chromaticism just feels like he's just noodling. He's just playing. He's just having fun. It's so playful. Love that little motive coming back. Bum bum bum. Okay, let's see what he does here. Development section time. It's where the composers have a lot of fun. It's gonna go into minor. F minor? No. Yes? Wait, what? Wait, am I stupid? Like, what key is he in? What key did he modulate to? He modulated to. No, he modulated to F. F. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're in one sharp. That's fine. That's totally fine. Or is that fine? Hold on. I'm confused. Um, he's in G major. Okay, yeah, he's stepping down. That's fine. That's just not a key I'd expect him to go to. Normally, you'd expect him to go to D major or A major if you're in the key of G. G, C, or G, C, or D are going to be the common ones. But going to F is kind of a little. Okay, let's see how he gets out of this one. Okay, B flat. What? Okay. Okay, so he needs to modulate back to G major. C minor. Oh. Okay. Love that little motive, that little rumbling motive. Uh huh. Uh huh. Nope, still not there yet. Oh wait, is he? Uh huh. Waiting for that. There it is. Okay. Okay. What I was humming and hawing about was I was anticipating. I was waiting for the arrival. I was waiting for this chord. So that's what I've been doing. And oh, it's just so cool. I think he was a lot more creative in this one to get back to the main theme than in the first one, um, where he just had one measure and he was in C major. Then, yeah, like in the second movement of the first trio, he just did that. He just did that, and he's back. Um, in this case, he had a little modulating chain, a little nice little transition material that actually came back properly, but he gave us a little joyride on the way there. Mm. Uh huh. I just because when he gets so quiet, I know he's just gonna just throw the hammer down. Hmm. Lots of energy. Okay, what's happening? Dun, 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 dun. Huh? Nice cello coming through there. Oh, this is the coda. Ah, okay. Okay. Fantastic. Strong piece of music. Um, yeah, I was a little confused at the end just because Beethoven's codas are not really traditional. He confused me there. I'm like, wait, are we in the development section again, or what's happening? Like, are we? Okay, I was a little lost near the ends, but okay. Um, strong piece. Okay, looks like we are in either E major or C sharp minor. Looks like we are in C sharp minor. We've got a B sharp in measure right there, so it looks like we're in C sharp minor. Fantastic. Largo con espressione. So slow movement 6/8. Let's take a listen. No, we're in E major. Of course, we're in E major. Why would we be in C sharp minor? I should pretend to be interested, but I'm not. I just absolutely hate these slow movements. They're so boring. I'm sorry. They're pretty, and I know you definitely need a slow movement to have contrast right between the movements, but it's just you know. Mm-hmm. See, I like Beethoven when he's in the minor mode. There's only a handful of pieces that I think really hit my heart when he's in major, but in minor, he knows how to really just dig into it. This one's just it's well written. It's a good piece. I can't deny that. It's just bring back the motive right there. That's nice. Yep. Okay. G major. That's a pretty remote key. Yeah. For E major. So usually, like in the Romantic era in the 19th century, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit so I don't get drowned out. Hopefully, you guys can still hear it. Let me know if you can't hear it. I'm gonna turn it down to like maybe like around there, just so you can hear me, and so I don't have to shout over the music. Um, I know in the 19th century, slow movements were much more profound and much more deep. Um, Generally speaking, but in the classical era, they were just kind of they were lightweight movements. They seemed it just seems like it. They were never like very substantial movements because that usually was reserved for the first movement and then maybe the last movement. Because the first movement was the sonata allegro form movement, and then the last movement was either another sonata form or a rondo usually. And the third movement you have a scherzo, well, minuet usually, and then Beethoven came along and started writing scherzos. Sure, yeah, yeah. It doesn't really get not until like his middle period does he really get interesting with the slow movements or the middle movements, so to speak. In my opinion, but I don't know it's just the slow movements are so forgettable, right? Because we really want the energy, we really want the ferocity, the intellect, and that's from the first movements or the last movements. That's what we want. No, that's what I want. Imagine a lot of people. I hope most people share my opinion. I'd imagine so, but again, you're allowed to like what you like. Turn it up just a little bit more. You guys can still hear? Still hear the music? Yes? I'm hoping so. Very clever how he gets back to. Mm, nice. It sounds like we're in A minor. Nice. Okay. Where he's gonna go with this? Yeah, diminished seventh chords always leave you hanging. They're such tense chords. They have lots of harmonic tension in them that it just leaves you kind of like they could go so many different directions. It could resolve in so many different ways that it just kind of diminished seventh chords are almost like question marks in music, musical question marks, I guess. Like you can kind of anticipate where they should go, but the composer doesn't have to always comply with that. Nice bass, nice cello. Cello finally gets a say. Mm-hmm. There's a cadential. All right, and we're back. This movement can end any time, Beethoven. Just jump to the third movement, please. Mm-hmm. Deceptive cadence. Nice. Uh huh. Mm, that was nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good. It's nice and poetic. Again, I just these movements just don't do it for me though. All right, minuet. Nope, scherzo again. A little bit more life. I like it. Mm-hmm. A little bit more pedestrian than the scherzo from the first trio. It's not as intense. This is my first. It's not as virtuosic. It's a little bit more thought out. It seems like nice contrary motion. That's good writing. You have voices moving away from each other or towards each other. That's just good technique overall. Ooh, B minor. Nice. More agitated. Not very because we're in piano. He just loves that little 3 4 note motive, doesn't he? That fate motive. Ba 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 bum. He can't help himself, even from the very beginning. Yep, back to here. No repeats this time. Got to go straight through. We don't need to listen to it 4 times in a row. 3 is plenty. So scherzo means to be playful. Yeah, I can agree with that. This is a lot more playful than more than a minuet. You know, minuet's more, I say, more formal of a piece of music. At least that's the sense I get. Yeah, his piano part's so fun, isn't it? And coda, here we go. Nice. All right, last movement. The presto. Ooh. Oh, come on. The piano can't go digga 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 that fast. Lots of energy in this one. It's fun. Okay, sounds like a secondary theme. This is fun. This is so fun. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then repeat. You know, Beethoven's even though the harmony is very conservative, it's never four square, is it? It certainly doesn't feel four square. Dun, 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 bum, bum, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. It's a nice little motive. Da-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Huh. Development section. Okay, modulating. Uh-huh. Mozartian very much in the case. All right, so in E major, that's quite a bit away from G. Yeah. Lots of sequencing of that. Digga digga dum, digga digga dum. False recapitulation. We're in C major. Still part of it. This is still part of the development section. That's fun. Now you need to modulate back. Okay, he needs to get back. Yep, he's already back. The piano just hasn't caught up yet. That's funny. The piano hasn't gotten the memo that we're back in the recapitulation. The piano's doing its own little thing, and the strings know what to do. That's funny. Mm-hmm. That's a nice little motive. I like it. It's still kind of funny though. I don't know. I like how the violin goes da da da, and then the answer is da da dum. Nice. Not my favorite, but still a good piece. Still a great piece overall. It's fun. It's uplifting. It's very much, I think, in the style of the time of the 1790s. So it's not too groundbreaking, I'd say, but it's definitely got Beethovenian flair to it. And his technique is very much there. It's very obvious. This is not, you cannot mistake this for a piece of Mozart, though there are nice Mozartian moments in there, like these little like pianistic runs and stuff that definitely remind me of like some Mozart piano concerti. Um, but pretty good, I have to say. I mean, it was fun. It was fun. Now, the controversial one, all right, the one that got Beethoven in hot water was the next one. Let me see if I can find it. Opus Trio number 3, the one in C minor. I want to say it's in C minor. Yes, it is in C minor. And we know when Beethoven writes in C minor, it's going to be an edgy piece of music. So this is the piece that Haydn said not to publish. Told Beethoven, "Hey, please don't publish this." And Beethoven took that offensively. He took that to mean that Haydn was jealous of Beethoven's writing. So let's see what this piece is all about and see what Haydn, if Haydn's got to stick up his ass or if Beethoven's got to stick up his ass or they both have to stick up their ass. So so let's take it away. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Mm-hmm. This is the beginning? I'm already confused. Sorry, I'm already confused. Allegro con brio. Oh, this can't be an introduction. So he's got okay. Half cadence. Okay, so this must be the actual exposition then. Okay. It's already got that menacing vibe to it. Yep. Mm-hmm. A flat. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, let's just take a breather here. Holy crap. Okay. I was not expecting it to go the way it did. Um because I was expecting him, it sounded like he was gonna settle in A flat major, which he's done several times several times, but now it looks like he's in E flat, which is yeah, that's okay, cool. Let's see what he does. Secondary theme, here we go. Shit. Ooh, that was nice. Closing material. Yep. Da, 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 bow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's interesting that's in 3 though. No, maybe it's not that interesting. This gives me kind of like a waltz, kind of like a 1, 2, 3, a 3 step. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's very strong rhythmically. Don't bum. Mode him back. It's good writing, but you can tell it's a lot more edgy than the first two. It's obviously a lot darker. Just being in minor does that, but it's a lot more daring. It's a lot more kind of pushing the envelope a little bit. That yeah, that just scares the pants off of you. Get a nice moment with the C flat major chord. It looks like, yeah. Okay, development section. What do you got for me, Beethoven? Okay, E flat minor. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Yep. Taking the main motive. Okay, that secondary motive. Okay, we're on the dominant now. Okay. We're expecting to come home, maybe. Retransition material, perhaps? Maybe? Yes. Yes. Recapitulation. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, nice. I like it. Got a little. I don't want to say a canon, but like some polyphony going in. Yep. Stay on the dominant because you want to be in C minor. I'm going to bet he's going to go to C major temporarily. Okay, maybe not. Mm-hmm. I already see what's coming up. What a run, though, that is, isn't it? Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. It's like a little coda. Nice. Wow, what a strong piece of music that is. Um, very edgy. Incredibly edgy music. Wow. What a huge difference uh, from the first two trios. Just the first two trios are very much, very youthful. I think they're very much optimistic, sounding. They sound very optimistic and very spring-like, very pleasing. This one is very much a different story. I can see why Haydn had a problem with this one in terms of Beethoven publishing it, but this ultimately becomes really Beethoven's character, his ultimate sound, really his voice. This kind of music. C minor is a very relevant key for Beethoven. He really attached himself to this key, and just like Mozart attached himself to G minor and D minor. Um, Certain composers gravitate towards certain keys for certain reasons, usually for the temperament, and for other reasons. But yeah, C minor is very edgy key for Beethoven. Yeah, I've been getting issues with audio. I've been Let me know if you can't hear the audio. I've been turning it up, turning it down. So yeah, let me know. All right, second movement. Andante. It's not a slow move. Well, slow movement in quotation marks. It's not too slow. It's an andante, so it should be moving. Andante cantabile con varia. So it's so slow. So walkingly, a walking manner, singing, and with variations. So a theme and variations for once. Okay, cool, nice to change it up once in a while. There's your half cadence. Nice. It's not the best theme, if I can be honest. It doesn't have very clear. It's not very obvious. It's a little convoluted. It's a little complicated. I mean, it's not impossible to identify, but it's just not a clear cut theme like Mozart would have had. It's a little bit. It's not as memorable, I'd say. Nice little falling triplets. That's nice. Paired with a little bit of syncopation. Very good. Interesting. A bit more movement. Oh, the strings get to say something. Nice little imitation right there between the strings, the cello and the violin. Very good. A little filling out. Yeah. A little bit more movement now. Oh, pizzicato. Nice. Oh, minor. Very good. Very good. The audio is weak. There we go. It's as loud as I can go. Hopefully that's okay. I'll have to fix this on my next stream, which will probably be tomorrow or sometime this week because I have a lot of music to get through. Huh. Oh, Variation 5 looks interesting. Can't wait for that. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, hello. What's he doing now? Ah, Coda. Yep. Okay. Get back to the main theme and then just finish it off. Deceptive cadence. Yep. Okay. Still holding. I'm still waiting for that final PAC. Oh, you son of a bitch. End it. Come on, give us that cadence. There it is. Okay. I can breathe. I can sleep tonight. Yum bum bum bum. That's from the previous move, the previous variation. Nice. Bum 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 bum. Very nice. Yeah, so that was the first theme and variations that he published. Definitely a nice refresher. Cool. Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was the thing about theme variations is that what Beethoven tends to do in his theme and variations is he has a sort of rhythmic accelerando where he starts in really large note values and then over each variation he's going to like just cut them in half and keep cutting them in half and it just feels like it's getting faster and faster and it's building and driving to somewhere. Um, and he starts doing that. He starts kind of doing that in this piece, in that move, in that second movement there, but not really. I'd say it's not really until Opus 14, number 2, the G major piano sonata, that he really goes, dun 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 dun, that little thing, because he then starts to break it down. Um, and then he just starts running. He just runs with that formula for forever. It seems, because you can even think of whatever. Because then da 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 triplets and then da 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 and then it goes into 30 seconds. Okay, minuets. Minuet. So the first time he writes a minuet, he decides, all right, I'll comply. I'll do this little minuet thing that you guys want me to do. All right. Um, so we have a minuet and trio. Let's take it away. Oh, C minor. Jeez, that just scares you every time, doesn't it? Startles you. Oh, jeez, this ain't no like classical minuet. And that, kids, is why you practice your scales. You find them all over the place in music. Yeah. I feel like this is just an appetizer for like a. Okay, sorry. What I was gonna say, I feel like this movement is just an appetizer for like a really aggressive and bombastic finale. That's what I'm kind of getting an inkling, but we'll see. And he hasn't written a rondo yet, so it might be a rondo. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, yep, the capo. Here we go. No repeats this time. God. A fortissimo before the fermata. It's a fun run. Nice little imitation. I missed that first time around. Okay. All right. So that was fun. Okay. So my guess. You have to trust me. I really don't know what to expect from the last movement. The last movement, I'm gonna guess it's a fast, very edgy rondo. I'm guessing it's a fast rondo. That's my guess. Let's see. Prestissimo. Oh, this is fast for sure. Prestissimo. Well, I can tell you, I don't think this is a rondo. I think this is a sonata form again. Oh, I love that. Beethoven's so good with rhythm. I think that's really what makes his music the most interesting. It's not the harmonies per se, it's the rhythm, strong rhythmic drive. So closing, I think. Closing material, it sounds like. We're in E flat major. Yep, E flat major. With inklings of the minor. Uh-huh. Oh, they're not doing the repeat. Oh, F major, okay. I was expecting to go into minor. Like let me just back up. What I was expecting to hear was something like that. That's what I was expecting to hear. So it's actually kind of pleasant. It's a surprise for me to hear F major. Ooh, D flat. Okay, okay. Retransition. We're in the dominant. Oh, I love that. I love the strings. Junk, 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 just kind of chugging along. Junk, 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 junk. So yeah, keep it in C. Oh, that's an interesting figuration in the right hand, the piano. Suspended here. Uh-huh. Cadential 5-7-1. There we go. Love this sighing mode. Okay, I feel like this is the coda because it's the main theme again. Yeah, uh-huh. Where's you gonna go with it? Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. What key is he in? I can't go. I can't process. We're back. I like the cello playing that line. Oh, it ends? Oh, interesting. Whoa. That's how it ends? Whoa, I would have not expected that. But he's done that on several other pieces before. Huh, that's so interesting. I would have thought him to end, you know, something like that. Some Beethovenian ending that he would you'd think of in like Pathetique or Opus 111 or well, yeah, not even Opus 111, but you get the idea. Some edgy. Okay. I think I like the last one the most, even if Haydn didn't. So a couple things, a couple little notes, because we're gonna end it real quickly here, because that was a lot. Couple things for us. I guess I have to just express a little bit of my opinions about modern pianos and string instruments. This piece, and this is no fault of anybody. I don't think the modern piano blends very well with with string instruments. Am I alone in assuming that? The reason I say that is because I always find that the modern day piano is really way too overpowering of an instrument for the nuance and the subtleties of, for example, string instruments, or even like, I think the piano can really hold its own against maybe certainly a brass instrument is fine. A brass, a piano should be called a forte now because they're really bombastic, loud instruments. I mean, they can really they have a lot of power nowadays. But in Beethoven's time, the pianos had a much more woody sound, I guess. They sounded much more akin to traditional string instruments like violas, cellos. Like if you listen to a period performance of these pieces on period instruments, I've always felt like they just the piano mixes and really blends so much better and uh, so much more transparently um, with the wind instruments or with the string instruments. And I've had this opinion for many years, um, because I feel like trios today are piano plus like the two third wheels, I guess you could say. It just feels like it's the piano is really the predominant instrument. And this could just be the writing from Beethoven himself. Beethoven, obviously, these were pieces written for himself, and at his I don't want to say his prime, but like his definitely show offy days. And it's 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 interesting. It's interesting because the strings really weren't big contributors in this piece. Like there were moments when it was, but it was really the piano that really was the main centerpiece of these three trios, the very first trios. Um, if I was Beethoven's teacher, what would I say? I don't know. I mean, it's Beethoven. So what do I what choice do I have? Um, I'd say, I mean, the public might have an issue with the third one during this is 1795. So yeah, just being used to Mozart and Haydn. Well, not no, Mozart. Mozart would be kind of rediscovered about 20 years later. They're still discovering his music. So Mozart wasn't really that popular of a composer. He was, but he wasn't. But it was really Haydn's music that was really popular during this time. So on Haydn didn't write anything this edgy. Haydn was more of a people pleaser. I mean, so I can understand why Haydn had some reservations towards this last one, but this is Beethoven's style. This is his voice. This is definitely his voice. We're going to hear this in the Fifth Symphony, the Coriolan, the overture. Several pieces of music, great big pieces of music. The third piano concerto. So C minor is a very important key for Beethoven. But so next time we're going to skip Opus 2 because I already know those are the set of 3 piano sonatas. We're going to jump to Opus 3, which is that the violin sonata or the cello sonata? No, the cello sonata is Opus 5. I think it's the violin sonata. This is where I'd have to look, but we're going to run through all the opus numbers, and hopefully, you and me, we both, will be able to name any opus number. And this is going to be a pretty long project, so I don't know how long this is going to take, and if I'm going to completely go through with it. But I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, so here we are, and that's all for today. So that is going to do it. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.